on Saturday Night Football.
Now those moments and the memories. You're watching a presentation of the ACC on ESPN. No last 20 years, no series has featured more close games than this one. 16 of the 20 decided by one score or less. Great to have. Let's try this again. Roadhouse with Pope and Harris deep. And the kickoff is driven to the end zone, and Pope's going to let it bounce. Let's look at the Chick-fil-A impact players when the Canes have the football.
We're going to start with Cam Harris, who really gets this offense going. He's had a great start to this season. Brevin Jordan is a tight end, but in this offense with Rhett Lashley, they move him around. Expect to see him out in the slot. Florida State, we talked about Marvin Wilson, an All-American. He needs to be dominant. That defensive line needs to be dominant. And Asante Samuel, their best cover man. This secondary will be tested vertically, one-on-one. Can they hold up? And the best guy to do that is 26, Asante Samuel Jr.
Couple of picks against the true freshman quarterback Jeff Sims in the Noles opening loss to Georgia Tech. They fake it to Harrison. King clips it in the flat. They get Brevin Jordan a touch right away, and the tight end gains about rates. And good look at game 3 of the King era. This is Harris on the pitch, and he somersaults about to
attack him in the second half.
An early 3rd and 3. Harris picks his way up the right side and bulldozes for a first down.
Actually make things better, but right now they have a very physical front, physical group of backers.
King takes a downfield shot. Going up trying.
And they think, we can match up with these guys. The biggest concern is 9, Brevin Jordan.
Got away with a jersey tug there, too. So King scrambles, delivers underneath. This is Harris out of the backfield, and he's wrestled down very quickly there by... And he blitz, and they pick it up, and it's a completion for a first down. So that's the experience of the quarterback.
Adjustment and protection, just enough time to be able to have him to be able to get that ball out.
Now firing downfield again, and he overshot Jordan, who was running free.
King not hitting Jordan for that touchdown.
Now Louisville was fooled last week in a similar formation. Not fooled at all on the screen. Flying up there is a
3 in white tonight.
Canes have had success on 3rd and long this year. A couple of big conversions against Louisville. Had one moments ago. Now they need 12. Bulls bringing pressure. King on the run. Flips it short. Catch made by Jalen Knight. And the guy who was committed to... King from the pocket delivers a strike. Easy pitch and catch. Mike Harley. And it's a first down. Harley
fast.
And Knight tries to cut back. Explosive player, made a big impact at Louisville. A couple of...
I know it's a hot, humid night down there in Miami.
Ever seen a nose guard wear 0?
No.
I love it.
No, he's the big fella's pulling it off.
2nd and 10. King has time in the pocket, surveys and delivers another short throw, and it's complete on the far side again. The end is in the slot to the left. Harris back in the game as the back. And King down the middle, caught, touchdown, Jordan. That man again strikes in Miami. Quickly jumps on top of the Seminoles. 7 catches for 120 yards and a 47-yard touchdown against Louisville last week. How in the world did you lose track of him twice on that drive? Brevin Jordan's going to have a heroics in his first game as a Hurricane. The grad transfer from FIU booted 4 field goals, including a school record 57-yarder. And a whole bunch of kickoffs were touchbacks. All right, the Chick-fil-A impact players when the Seminoles have the football, Kirk.
Well, we think the offensive line could come into play in this. First of all, we're going to look at Tamarian Terry. He's going to battle through some injuries tonight. Hopefully he'll be able to go 5. He's their go-to guy. On the right side, Love Taylor's going to have his hands full. They're going to have to chip and help him because Jalen Phillips, 15, one of the best pass rushers in my opinion in the country, most complete defensive ends, and Bubba Bolden, Chris, who you talked about, is capable of playing better, but I thought he played well last week, and kind of the enforcer back there and the communicator does a good job making sure everybody's lined up. 21 in green.
Tailback is Jashawn Corbin, the transfer from Jimbo Fisher's Texas A&M program. And it's a jet sweep motion. And coming across is Jordan Travis, the quarterback who's going to be used all of
tempo. They need to give these defensive ends and this defense some different looks to try to slow them down.
Blackman zips it far side. Catch made by Pokey Wilson. He's stopped a couple yards short of the mark. Travis in the backfield as well, and it's a shovel pass to the quarterback who shows some strength. They use the wrinkle and they get the first down before your sophomore out in West Palm. So he's played in 3 different seasons. And bursting around the left end is Pokey Wilson again. So
they're on the sideline. But right now Miami's just kind of weathering the storm against this scripted look from Florida State's offense.
Blackman from the pocket. Short pass. Caught.
Much like Lashley, giving a lot of different looks, forcing Miami to just kind of have to communicate, see how they adjust to the different formations, which will allow them to attack different later.
Pitch off to the left, and lowering the shoulder is Corbin, sophomore.
Offense of Mike Norvell's. He looks very comfortable.
Play action. Blackman rolls out, directing traffic. Now he'll take off and dive down at the 30 as well. He's to the far left on 2nd and 6. Play action. Blackman hit as he throws and has to throw it away, and that time the pass rush makes it. Lawrence Tofili, the talented true freshman's in the slot. You need 6 on 3rd down. Travis looking to run, picks his way patiently and bangs forward for another first down. So
find a crease for Travis to pick up that first down. Well-designed play.
Now he slings it in the far side, and the catch is made by Tofili, a very dynamic young guy. Dion offered his son, a quarterback, a scholarship already. He's a 4-star recruit.
I love it.
1st and goal. Travis fakes the throw and barrels down to the 1. So it's predictable, but the Canes
talking about a lot of different players who are starting, and they wanted to keep bringing up 13.
From the 1. That time they do grab him. And there's Corbin is the tailback. Blackman flips it and just short-armed it. He shot her. 26 yards. No problem. But not exactly with the Noles. He likes the way that the Miami defense got to stop. Florida State kicking it away now, and King and company will go back to work. From the goal line, Pope has a little crease, accelerates, a flag flies, 2 of them, as he's Crabtree, Red Raider victory we saw over the Longhorns.
Oh my gosh. The Big 12, just, you never know what you're going to get, right?
Pop pass to Knighton and a nice
post style and a variety of formations and attacks that Miami did.
King on the keeper is stopped behind the line. You need 4 on this 3rd down. King has time, zips it across the middle, and the catch is made.
Into the teeth of that defense, coming up with a big catch on 3rd down.
King from the pocket, and miscommunication. That time Pope broke the route off.
Boyd, even though it hurt him in the first drive, Brevin Jordan in the back speeding him. See if they can make those receivers make plays.
King has to sidestep the rush. So elusive, gets away and bursts for a first down out near midfield.
Opening game against UAB, if you give him a seam, he's going to take it and pick up big yards.
Harris tries to bounce it, and the big fellow, who's a strong runner, but has also.
And then they're going to mix in some explosives.
King on 2nd down, launches downfield. Receiver tangled up there.
And now they can get a line and ready to go on 3rd down.
Out of the backfield. Slipped on the far side there. They are hard to stop on 3rd down.
Distance is kind of that situational awareness on 3rd down.
King. Jump ball just over the hands. Trying to get guys like Redding a chance to make plays. They get Jeremiah Payton back. He missed last week's game at Louisville. Second and 10. And delivered over the middle, and that's the other tight end, Will Mallory. Flag comes in in the first quarter. 8.
Very similar to what we saw last week.
Number 1 can spread it around. He's still got the football. Looking to run, extend the play, flips it high, and incomplete.
That can flash. It's going to make you an offense that every week becomes an identity.
And 1st and 20, they flip it to Chaney in the flat. And the freshman weaves his way down near the 12.
I think of Willis McGahee, and he kind of reminds me of McGahee when he gets out there to run.
He's got the ball again, slips and makes the cut, but it's been a streaky rivalry.
Okay, this is where you want to play. We're going to try to plant our flag and say, hey, recruits, we're the program with all these new coaches. We're the program you want to be a part of.
In the flat, right at the marker.
You got Mowry in the backfield right now. Look at that formation.
Cameron Harris set to take the direct snap. He's got it, and he's got the first down. Bulldozing down inside the 5.
Yeah, there wasn't any hesitation.
Harris dives, touchdown, Miami. 2 possessions and 2 scores.
But Cam Harris punches it in for the Canes.
Good look from the progressive pylon cam. 15-play, 79-yard drive. Not only does Miami build the lead, Kirk,
Of what they have to do tonight.
Borregales to kick it away. 148 yards of offense for Miami in the 2 methodical marches, and this line drive way out of the end zone. Well, the touchdown chain is
their opening drive. Now it's about trying to make adjustments for the Miami defense, and it puts a lot of pressure now on Kenny Dillingham to call the plays. Tough way to start the drive.
Hot pass, and he was swarmed. Jalen Phillips just invaded. Jordan Travis at quarterback. 2nd and 19 to start the second quarter, and the jet sweep as Corbin is wrestled.
15 in green on the far left there of the defense.
The telly's a long way from me. I think you made your point. You ID'd him, and he crashes down. They get a quick burst up the middle, and Corbin does a nice job weaving through heavy traffic. Had too far to go. I got the lowdown. We get into the punting duel.
It's all you.
Yeah,
it's all you. You and Pat McAfee. You got all the punting.
Mark Pope standing at his 27. And the Aussie doesn't roll out. He kicks what they call a spiral. And there was some contact made as Pope went up to make the fair.
All it takes, and Jared King makes you pay for it. So couple drives, couple touchdowns. Right now the Florida State defense reeling.
And that's incomplete. A flag as Harley. Chain's not even set up yet, but the Canes with a first down in FSU territory. King flips it in the flat. Jordan trying to dance free. And that's a tight end. Look at the quick feet.
He is. You know, he's a tight end, but really he's become a receiver. They do a lot of different things with him.
Pope has a blocker. Scoots down the sidelines. Let's see where they mark him out. It'll be all the way to the 22 drives, long and methodical. FSU making this one very easy for Miami. Harris has got it, and he will score untouched, and the Canes are rolling. Touchdowns in their first.
Another one into the end zone.
Scores from 12 yards out and moved it 57 yards in 3 plays in less than a minute with the help of those penalties on Florida State. And Miami in
style of offensive attack.
Yeah, he's full throttle all the time, isn't he? Travis J will leave this. Molly, what do you have on the sidelines?
Well, guys, Brett Lashley was full throttle on the sidelines. Just
for this Miami team.
We'll see if Blackman and the Noles can answer somehow. And you're right, it feels like there's urgency when the opponent
make plays to try to stay up with them. It's the worst thing you can do. You have to fight against that.
Play action. Blackman still has the football, tries to extend the play, has room to run, and long strides it out near the 34.
Him come off of his first and second receivers, and then he bails. He wants to get out of there, and that time he needed to, just to be able to pick up some positive yards.
Empty backfield, 5 receivers on 3rd and 3, and the catch is made. So first down, Warren Thompson went to Pope, standing at his 21. And had Florida State defense helmets on, has to go back out there. And this is not a good punt. Mastromano high and very short, but it's dropped over there. Pope came charging up. Is this the break the Seminoles needed? It was so short a punt that it was awkward to field it. And last year, fumble recovery. The Noles set up at the 39. It's a reverse, but retreating and dropped all the way back to the 40 is Travis. And the ball's out. A turnover for Florida State. A disastrous play. They can share that thing.
Yeah.
King fires. Jordan again can't slip a tackle this time. Dropped after
on Clemson. And A lot of people are watching this Miami team right now with their eyebrows up saying, these guys look different. They look good.
Knighton powers for a first down.
Louisville, and they're playing Florida State here tonight. And it's just, I don't even care who they're playing. It's the execution, the consistency, the energy. This is a team right now.
King rolls out, looks downfield, caught, touchdown, D. Wiggins, and
Miami, but a touchdown.
That's a great point. The 305-pounder bearing down on King, who stood in there and delivered a strike. Miami, listen to this, the last one especially damaging, the interception by Phillips, one play after Pope had muffed the punt, setting up the Noles in plus territory. That's the real thing?
It's the real thing.
I was too distracted, Kirk, to even pay attention to the question.
I know. I didn't even hear the question. I was just checking out the bear, the mask, and the rings. I didn't even see it. Put on the accelerator. Defense needs to keep playing with the same focus they started this game with.
The whole team is going to run at practice for that penalty.
We're running because of you? I mean, I think it's smart.
Tamorrion Terry is in the game, split wide to the left. Still looking to make an impact play as a receiver, as Blackman is chased and has to just throw it away.
Drive, and that scripted drive. Now they've had to adjust to what Miami's doing defensively, and obviously they've not had much success at all.
Kenny Dillingham calling the play on third down, and they didn't get the backside pressure. Zach McLeod fumble, recovered a fumble, 9 tackles, one of the leaders and the community leaders, just kind of a model Kane off the field, makes the big play to end another drive. Pope this time fields it cleanly, but nowhere to run, stopped short of the 30-yard line. 8-20. The defending national champions.
Well, that was an incredible performance.
King, a straight run, just bolts around the corner.
Game, he breaks the record, the history of the SEC single game passing record.
600 plus. He smashed the record.
Yeah.
Harris going to be stopped about a yard short of the marker. Serve notice across the SEC West. Harris bounced off a tackle. King throws a block out there, and then big fella barrels for a first down.
Bounces off it. De'Ara King gets out in front, and he picks up the first down.
Now King scrambling up the middle, a spin move, a huge collision on the quarterback.
Covered. And you got to worry about one taking off and scrambling for yards.
Move it off inside to Knighton. And the stutter step. And Gainer's
backfield. They have 3 different guys that can carry the ball.
Knighton's got it again, makes a cut and dives for. King continues to be extremely efficient. It's Knighton in motion. They fake it to him, and now they flip it high to Jordan. Noles were all over the tight end that time. Headed to the sidelines in the locker room. And Miami now in this 3rd and 10. King flushed, flips it short, and Harris has got the outlet. That's his specialty, hurdling tacklers. He lost
homework. They were ready for him to go airborne, and that time Travis Jay dislodged the ball.
King on the keeper, takes his shot. Oh.
I know.
It's Chaney in motion, but King's looking back this way, and the ball is batted down.
Defensive coordinator dials up here if he's going to play man-to-man and challenge the receivers, bring some pressure.
Clean pocket, end zone throw, and Harley went up, and he was grabbed. Chaney in the backfield. He's got it, and the freshman muscles his way and breaks the play. Touchdown, Miami again.
3.
We feel again for Mike Norvell watching this game in Tallahassee on television after the COVID.
Balls coming out fast, playing with more confidence after the 51 sacks they allowed a year ago.
Gallus booms it into the end zone, and Florida State's fan of the Heat, loves their culture, loves the unselfish attitude, uses the Heat as an example all the time for his Hurricanes football team. And Travis weaving his way, somersaults out.
Last 4 drives, 11 plays, 10 yards.
And Travis to be hunted down from behind. That's Quincy Roche. Sacks, a lot of pressures. 2nd and 18 for Travis. In the pocket again. Shows elusiveness, great athletic ability, and a burst up the field. And nice run all the way inside the 45.
Much better than James Blackman with that suddenness.
Blackman back in the game now. And back to throw, pressured again, spins, tries to stay alive, retreats, and he'll be sacked again. And the ball inside to Corbin. It's a block, sidesteps a man and into the secondary. That's a nice run, very near the wrapped. Blackman again pressured and has to just throw it away. The pocket was collapsing around him and there was nowhere to go in the end.
He's getting out. He starts to bail, and it eliminates his chance to execute in the offense because he's just not quite patient enough.
And motion Terry out of the backfield to the right of the formation. Blackman pump fakes. He has no chance to look downfield. He is swarmed again. Jared Harris. Well, here comes that Miami pass rush again. Look out, Mr. Blackman on 3rd and 20. And this time they give him a little time, but the throw is inaccurate and would have been way short in 4th and 20. Need to get the ball to the Miami 23. And here comes the pressure. Blackman had no chance at all. Off the keeping the throttle full open here. Harley slips a tackle and is knocked out at the 40.
Will Mallory, we need these receivers to start making plays. I think they're hearing that message, and they've come out and playing with a kind of a chip on their shoulder collectively.
I agree. 4 catches for Harley. D. Wiggins has a touchdown catch tonight. Pressure here. King has to throw it to the bench as Knowles brought the heat.
We've seen do that tonight. Pope's made plays. Harley's made plays.
Harley's got it again. Started inside and went outside and is muscled.
Molly, boy, she had that.
She did.
On.
Harris spins free, gonna be knocked down. And he got grabbed in the face mask. Oh, we were gonna.
Yeah, one-on-one coverage.
Pressure brought, picked up. They do take it downfield. Shot. Harley couldn't get it in bounds. Get down and call the timeout or get out of bounds quickly too. It's just going to be a quarterback run. King scoots down and uses make it 6 for 6 in his Miami career. He looks like a Sunday-ready kicker. 3 of total offense in that first half. King 22 of 30. A couple touchdown passes. And it's been a rough evening for Florida State. They're going to bring it out here. This is Travis Jay trying to make a play and gets out across the 21 line. Blackman at quarterback. When we saw Jordan Travis taken to the locker room and the pass complete out over the 30. Blackman keeps it and the slant incomplete.
Of course, it's been a struggle, so I'm anxious to see what they do after meeting at halftime. And the score might not be attainable, but just continue to compete.
Throw it underneath to McDonald again. They found a weapon. A flag is down to the secondary as he's 8 to go. It's a play action. Blackman fires to McDonald again. So they feature the tight end here, and he's able to get a first down out.
To find McDonald in space underneath or matched up against those backers.
There's another slant. Yeah, he's a tough match. Yeah, 5 sacks only tells part of the story for how tough it was for those Knowles quarterbacks. And there's the pitch to Corbin and fly up to mix. Blackman, slight confusion there, but he made a lot out of what seemed to be a broken play. First down.
Not Blackman.
Travis has come back in on the field. There's the completion made to Hokie Wilson, about an 8-yard gain.
All out of the hands quickly for Blackman.
And Blackman another quick throw to Kai Douglas, and he's knocked down right.
Coach is getting your team to buy into your methods and your philosophy.
Douglas, nice catch, went down to
all the way to the end is a big part of that culture that he's trying to change here.
Corbin knocked down at the 11-yard line. The tough yards. 2nd and 1. Play action. Blackman flips it. And it's McDonald again. And McDonald scores a touchdown. The Knowles offense finally. McDonald out of Long Beach, California. Really the weapon in that drive. Blackman of all time.
I love him. Yeah, I talked about him last week. Love Ed Reed. My first Miami-Florida State game was 2000. What a way to get introduced to this great matchup.
Hope knocked down to the 27. Molly. And now this Canes offense, which has scored in all of its possessions, does go right back to work. Hope on the near side, tightropes his way, and
can make a guy miss. Now they get tighter coverage from Samuel.
King keeps it and spins and eludes the tackle.
Faster. He might not be as quick, but he could be faster. And I thought, wow.
That's high praise as a runner, but he throws the ball better.
Add that element as this offense keeps growing. Zone read and quarterback power. That's a scary thought.
And another pass zipped.
Oh, it's 2 weeks, but these receivers doing a really good job of winning on the perimeter and getting separation.
They bring pressure late, but King delivers across the middle, and the ball came out. Harley had a chip.
That was just incredible.
Missed the old Orange Bowl?
Oh, my gosh. Absolutely.
2nd and 10. Harris leaks out of the backfield and steps out at the 30.
Different than any other stadium in college football. Or it was, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, energy, yes. Amenities, no. But you trade the amenities.
Right now. We don't care
about a celebratory season. If only they were allowed to tailgate and be here. A 4th down run, night and so the Noles turn the chip away, down 28, back to work. Play action. Blackman hit as he throws, and it's incomplete.
Hey, that was a dangerous, potentially a dangerous hit.
That looked very scary. Blackman rolls his chase, was wanting to throw back. Now we'll just have to air mail it into the bench. And that touchdown drive. And shift tight ends around to the right side of the formation and hand it back running to the left and making a cut is Tafili. And Tafili, the talent.
Tafili through there. He's twitchy. He's got good speed.
Wilson on the far side.
Takes some of the heat off of that offensive line by getting the ball out.
Blackman pump fakes and now dumps it off to a wide open Tafili. Freshman little head fake. And he's going to be knocked down at the 5-yard.
Back plays that Nine's able to get out in space.
It's 180 pounds. They want him to add strength.
This year as well, calling the plays and directing traffic as the main man.
Blackman flips it back, and that time they were all over. 3rd and goal. They bring pressure. It's picked up. Ball batted in the air, and it's intercepted in the end zone by Al Blades Jr. For Chain. Frustrating end to a long drive for safety. Well, the Miami offense
drive came up a little bit short on that post.
Quarterback draw. King. Look at those quick feet. Intercepting in traffic. Breaks clear for a while. Great run out to the 40-yard.
Be aware. Linebackers and safeties have to be aware of his threat as a runner.
And now a downfield dart. A diving attempt at an interception there by Jerry. Harris on 2nd and 10 is chased to the edge. Nowhere to run as the Seminoles swarm to snaps. Hungry to show what they can do. It's Wiggins in the flat, and he weaves and takes a big shot. Continues to be one of the most penalized teams in the country. It was a big problem last year. They were dead last.
Things the right way.
Cheney on the handoff. He fights hard. Look at the strength of the freshman. He was hit right at the line of scrimmage and wouldn't have.
210 pounds, and he will not be brought down very easily with arm tackles.
How about this challenge for a
that
defense?
time they gang tackle one.
You got a hair need a long yard here. And picking it up easily is Cheney still fighting. Now he's not Harris.
Florida State.
Harris subbed in for Cheney. The Noles were trying to get organized. They flip it to Pope on the perimeter. They were allowed to substitute because Miami stay out there. From the 9, 2nd and 6. Harris picks his way and looking for the hatch. Aaron Brown alongside the help. Pick this up 3rd and 2 for the Canes, and barreling in for the touchdown is Cheney.
Remember, for not just this year, but the coming years, this true freshman will be a star in this offense. Right to have some of these games and some excitement within those games.
I thought they kind of eased in.
Respect for one another. And there's Brevin Jordan walking off.
Tate Roadmaker, the new quarterback for
197 pounds out of, as you said, Valdosta.
It's a tough situation to.
Yeah.
Canes don't bring pressure. And the true freshman escapes the pocket and delivers a throw.
Good job.
That's a nice conversion.
Quarterbacks have a tendency to stare down their targets, and the Canes will pick it off if he does that.
And a downfield throw, and it's intercepted. He was trying to get into McDonald, and that is Bubba.
Being in the top 10 after this week and last week, that should change next week.
And they're still firing away.
Miami's a top 8 type of team right now.
Cheney tries to bounce it and drag down at the 50.
We find out how far you've come.
Kings night may be done. Kosi Perry, the backup, is in, and he is slinging it into traffic. And Lou Headley, the normal punter. Matthias Gask is in. He'll get a turn, or he'll just boot it low. And the punt coverage team for the Canes gets to the 13. And up inside, Tofili trying to get to the edge, shows the speed and darts.
When he gets the football, and the coaches told us this week that they want to find different ways to get him the ball.
On the exchange, Rademacher bobbled it.
To find out who he can count on, who can make plays for them in this offense. You know, the tough thing
and it's tough to rebuild. Rademacher, a flag is down in the pit, and he fires incomplete on the. As Germano collects the low snap and gets a spiral boot. It's a very good one, bouncing, and a risky play, picking it up on the fly. 55 yards tonight. Perry, hands off, look out. Jalen Knighton, the Rooster, with a burst. With him about that. Now you got Robert Burns in the game, a 4th running back on 1st down. Perry looking to throw deep, launches the ball off the hands of Keyshawn Smith. It's the last chance for the Knowles seniors to beat the Canes. It's going to be 4 losses in a row. Perry flips it out. Burns has some space and is wrestled down. Or he's still throwing. It's inaccurate. There was some pressure.
Watching Dad do his thing again tonight.
How could they not?
But some guys, when you talk to them, they just have that vibe to them. You know, young assistants and coordinators. He's got that vibe.
Big time. Burns barrels down
up to what the expectations are, and I think Florida State fans need to understand that too.
Perry keeps it and is knocked down hard.
A kind of a visual of the future, an image of what this getting back to the glory years, and it can't happen anymore.
If they have talent, it's also good, though, right? Of course. Perry flips it over the middle, wide open for a touchdown. Get on the score sheet here with the PAT, and he knocks it through. The most points score systems on the happy birthday to Mom.
Absolutely, very cool.
The touchback from Borregales.
Stars, a team out of Cincinnati made it into the postseason.
All he needs is a 60-game season every year, and the Reds are contenders first. Rademacher hands it off to Tofili, and he's hit hard after a 1st down. Final 6 minutes. He's working on the ground game. Tofili getting about that collision in Clemson after the bye week, October the 10th. Tofili spins and is knocked down. Low throw, far side, and it's Williamson.
The last 6 years, which has pretty much beat everybody.
No reason to believe they won't.
No, not at all.
They don't play Notre Dame Stadium, will it?
No.
And make your far side, and catch is made.
This is real. Like, this is not. Look who they played. It has nothing to do with that. This has to do with the buy-in. You know, they're confident and and this program hasn't had a quarterback that has been able to provide that in 18 or 20 years.
It's a nice
achieve, and the confidence in the way they carried themselves.
Douglas cuts it back to the 1.
The coordinator Blake. We don't talk much about Blake Baker, but he's had a heck of a game, a heck of a back-to-back weeks against Louisville and tonight against Florida State. Sustained many drives.
Quarterback keeper all the way, and the head freshman is knocked down at the play. Douglas and Tafili are the backs.
Pressure.
Play clock at 1. Rodemaker rolls out. Tried to throw it. Is slung down. Ryan, the stars of that defense around him. The cameras on him. That's a good moment. Miami backups just fighting to protect their goal line in the last minute of the game, and now that'll be it. Miami never scored more points than Florida State in this series history. They're going to make it 4 in a row, and these Noles seniors will leave without having beaten Miami. Comes at the end of a 7-year run of Florida State victories. And they're going to get the defensive coordinator. You got Blake Baker. You just got the Gatorade bath. That's got to feel really nice on a hot and muggy night. A little sticky. Now, coach is trying to keep the two teams apart just in case there's some jawing and some hard feelings. This is tough for some proud players at Florida State. They know a lot of the guys on the other sideline. There's some high school friendships and rivalries.